Wait. Did MELKOR just start an AI-only campaign for Imperator Rome before it's even released? That's right, that's just how godly I am at this point. Of course, I was given an early copy by Paradox, and the embargo lifted a couple of days ago. I did some Let's Plays, as you can see, even an AI-only time-lapse as well, but this, other YouTubers have this already, and as always, I want to try and stay unique. So yes, Let's Plays are still going to happen, but AI-onlys with Total War are my thing, and have been my thing for quite a while now. It's what my channel is built on. I've been saying for the last 6 months now that I've been wanting to move over to Paradox, and I've experimented with that, and it has kind of worked, but I think this is going to be a really good place to truly invest into Paradox. Of course, Total War is going nowhere. The majority of this channel will be Total War focused. For the next 2 weeks though, there'll be a lot of Imperator Rome. Obviously, it's a new game. Of course, I'm going to have a big focus on this, but for the most part, it's going to be Total War in the future, but there's still going to be some Paradox stuff. Now, this is on the lowest graphics I could possibly run it. The reason is, of course, the game is not built to show every single faction like this. 99.9% of players are not going to be doing these AI-only stuff, so yeah, that's just something I thought I'd say. It's on the lowest graphics I could possibly get it, just because there's going to be so much going on, and yeah, and of course it's showing everything. Maybe it'll be fine, I don't know. I haven't actually tried it yet. This might be an absolute disaster. I've got no idea. Well, anyway, here is the full map, and yeah, I'm really excited to start this campaign. There's no point really waiting around, I guess. Let's just start and let's see what the AI is going to do. So some factions that I'm going to be taking an interest in very early on. Carthage obviously is one of them. Then there's of course the Romans, Macedon, and some of these major Greek powers who were part of Alexander's empire at one point. So I'll be trying to keep track of everything in the world, but of course, there's going to be some stuff that I'm going to miss. I'm not going to be able to witness everything. And are these some early wars that are kicking off? No, I thought I saw some troops moving around. I just assumed there were some wars starting. Maybe not. Yeah, and I'm going to try and keep track of everything as best as I possibly can, but obviously, especially when there's like this many nations and stuff, there's going to be a lot of stuff that I'm going to miss. So yeah, if you want to tell me in the comment section of some stuff that I did miss that you might think would be interesting, then please do, but yeah, don't come into this expecting me to see absolutely everything, because that's just simply not going to be possible. And of course I'm new to this game as well, so I'm not going to be able to spot everything, but I'm going to try my best. How is little Sparta doing over here? Ah, Sparta's in a war already. They've got an ally as well. If anyone saw my Sparta campaign, it didn't turn out the way I expected the campaign to, but I still found it to be entertaining. So yeah, I've got a Sparta Let's Play, a mini 1 episode long Sparta Let's Play up if anyone wants to check that out. But yeah, it didn't go as planned is how I'll phrase it. I'm taking a look at all these nations they're at war with. However, a lot of these nations lack in navy, especially Sparta, because yeah, they don't have access to wood resources, so they can't build a navy. These don't have a navy, so they're just here to defend, really, and they've got no navy, so yeah, they can't really attack each other, I don't think. Maybe they're going to start building some ships soon, but I cannot see a way how they can attack. Or maybe, of course, if they get military access, then yeah, fine, they can get through. And it seems like they already have done. An army of Argos here, crossing over. Let's just... Argos is at war with Sparta? Yes, it seems like there's 2 separate wars going on that Sparta's involved in. Interesting there, of course, fighting here. Argos won the first battle, but they're having to get out now. Sparta's coming in with some reinforcements. They should be able to destroy this Argosian army. Is that how it's pronounced? Okay, so we've got the morale advantage, and of course they outnumber them. Argos held out longer than I thought, but that's it now. They're going to retake their province and probably put Argos under siege, and that would be quite a good start for Sparta. However, from my campaign, I remember Argos being allied to Macedon, so... Oh no! Sparta, that war with Macedon, and this massive settlement here that I'll never be able to pronounce. Oh, that's not good. This massive nation here. Let's try. Right. That's a first sound. Phrygia? Yeah, well, Phrygia. We'll go with that. They're at war with Sparta. Oh, Sparta, what have you done? Oh. They're being attacked now by... yeah, Phrygia's here. They've landed some troops. Sparta, can they hold? They're bringing in some reinforcements. I think they should be able to win this first battle. No, they were forced back. Reinforcements coming in, but they're going to get destroyed. Oh, that's unfortunate for Sparta. The troops are retreating. They're trying their best. They must be in debt by this point. They've recruited so many troops. Right, they're retreating to their allies' territory. I'll check those out later. What's going on in the other parts of the world? Is Rome at war yet? Yes, Rome is at war. They're at war here with... who are these? Sabina and Picentia. I should easily be able to win that. Rome always wins their first few wars. You know, there's, to the best of my knowledge at least, there's very little resistance in Italy. Etrusca may win sometime. I don't know. I haven't... Of course, this is my first one, actually. Maybe it is possible for Etrusca to win, which I think could be interesting. What I want to see in this is... I of course want to see Rome do well, but I want to see, like, some campaigns where... maybe they don't. Maybe Carthage wins the Punic Wars, and... yeah, I think that could make these series quite interesting, but... I don't know yet. I haven't got enough information. Maybe Rome is super overpowered and will win 99% of the time. Maybe it's the Seleucid Empire who will win. I don't know. All I'm trying to say is, I want Rome to be, of course, strong and able to build a big empire, but I don't want them to be overpowered. Sometimes I want to see Rome lose. I think that would create more interesting series. Okay, so, Phrygia are trying to siege Sparta. They don't have the troops yet, they're gonna need some reinforcements. Sparta has regrouped with some of their army. They've got 9,000 troops here, another 3,000 here, so it could possibly still save Sparta if they group up and play it right. But then, of course, they've got this massive nation here and all of Macedon at war with them. 49,000 troops. Good luck, Sparta, good luck. And that war with all these tiny little states as well. Although these aren't too much of a problem as they don't have navies. They don't seem to be coming across. Oh, Phrygia brought in some reinforcements, another 11,000 troops. What did Sparta do to the Greek world? Everyone must really hate them for some reason. How is Carthage doing? No wars yet. Any? Just clicking around hoping to find some wars, although I doubt I'll find any doing this. The Iceni are... well, the English factions are at war with the Welsh factions. As always. Mayuria, India, is at war... Northern India is at war with some southern Indian factions. They should be able to win this, like, just look at the size of them. They should be able to dominate in all of India easily enough. The Seleucid Empire may cause some issues for them, but for now I think India's fine. Looking at the troop size, yeah, India should be good. I don't think the Seleucid Empire would actually pose much of a threat. Actually, I think this faction could have the potential to do really well. They could certainly do really well in this. How's Egypt going? Egypt are still at peace, yep. Oh, poor Sparta. I do actually feel sorry for them. Because they were, like, the main focus of my first Let's Play series with this, I kind of wanted to see Sparta do well. It doesn't look like they are. Poor Sparta. It brings a tear to my eye to see a dying Sparta. At least this proves that it's not an easy faction to play as, and yeah, that says, you know, maybe I'm not bad. Maybe I just chose a difficult faction. Maybe that's why I lost. Sorry for spoiling the series there, but it wasn't a series. It was just a one-part episode. With it being a one-part Let's Play, it's kind of obvious that I absolutely failed. It's up 2 days ago. You can see it on my channel if you. I know I've spoiled it, but it's a funny campaign. Well, at least I found it funny, and I also teach them play some stuff as well. So even though it is spoiled, you know, there's still stuff to get out of the series. Anyway, Rome has of course won their first war, annexed quite a bit of land. What about war with here? This tiny faction. Yeah, we should be able to take those out. Sipontum. Yeah. Rome can go to a lot of very easy wars as they have claims already built on all of Italy, so that's like, yeah, they can just instantly go to war and they don't have to wait to be able to fabricate claim, unlike, I believe, everyone else. Ooh, what's happening over here? Okay, so some wars going on in northern Turkey. Is this Byzantium at war? Yes, Byzantium at war with Thrace and Phrygia. I pronounced it different every single time. Oh, poor Byzantium, they got pushed back, and I think that's going to be the end for them. Rest in peace, Byzantium. Then again, it's not the Byzantium we all know, really. It's, what's the year? 450 BM before MELKOR. So yeah, it should be, you know, a Roman faction will take Byzantium and build a true Byzantium empire, I'm sure. By the way, before MELKOR and after MELKOR is just the dates that we use in our Discord, if anyone was wondering. Right, Sparta is now truly under siege, 21%, 35%, it's almost done. Is Sparta going to get fully annexed? And if so, then by who? Ooh, Sparta, 14,000 troops here. Oh, they've got their allies in as well. So they've got their allies in as well, but they should be able to put Argos under siege. They've got Argos under siege and they should be able to take it. Byzantium is under siege by Thrace, and I'm quite sure they're going to get it. I can't imagine Byzantium putting any resistance up. They're dead, I think. They've got some allies over here, but I'm assuming they're dead as well. Yeah, I can't see any of their troops. Oh, we've got about 5,000 troops actually there, but yeah, we still won't be able to beat this. Sparta fallen yet? Sparta's just fallen, yes, good. But they're about to take Argos, so if I was these people here, I would quickly run up, try and save Argos, destroy their armies, but they seem more interested in putting this settlement under siege. Maybe they just want the war over with. Ah, there we go. Okay, so peace has been signed. And these are two separate factions, by the way, although the same colour. Phrygia has taken these two southern settlements here. Sparta lives on. They hold Sparta itself. Macedon has this settlement here under siege, so Sparta's in multiple wars right now. Not a good place for them. I actually think they reached 3 separate wars at once. One with Greek city-states, another with Macedon, and another with Phrygia. Please can someone tell me how to pronounce this? By the time you see episode 1, I've probably already recorded the first 4 episodes, so it's probably going to be too late. But still, help me, please. Phrygia also has some land here as well. I don't know if it started. I'm assuming they started with that, but I've only noticed it now, so maybe they have captured it in a war or something. Alright, so Argos has fallen. Sparta did win a battle there. What are they at war with now? They're still at war with Macedon, so they're going to struggle. What's happening here? So there's some more Greek wars happening as well. Of course, I can't report on all of them. Just feel really sorry for Sparta, obviously, for Maybe they declared all the wars themselves. Maybe they deserved this. A battle going on here between Phrygia and Epidaeus. Phrygia has won this battle, so Phrygia signed peace with Sparta, but they're still at war with Epidaeus. I think that was the same war, but they sued for peace with Sparta separately, in a separate deal. That's what I'm assuming has happened, so they might actually be able to take this land as well. They've got this island here. They're doing quite well. They're trying to retake Greece by the looks of things. And they're fighting wars up here as well, and might be able to get some land out of that, although Thracia would, of course. Thracia took Byzantium, and they've also got a foothold in Asia as well. Or the Middle East, whatever you want to call it. And Phrygia should be able to take mostly the rest of that for themselves, I'm guessing. Come on, Rome. Go to war with Etrusca. I know you want to. They will do eventually. It's like bound to happen eventually. How's Carthage looking? Any wars yet? There seem to be in a small war over here. Yeah, we're going to... Easy win for Carthage there. Just trying to take some more Spanish land, I'm guessing. Egypt is now at war with Nabatea. Again, it's more just... This episode's more about just seeing the big factions kill the little factions. It's once we get into, like, part 3 where it's more big factions versus big factions, I'm guessing. Rome versus Carthage. Egypt versus the Seleucid Empire, that sort of stuff. And I'm excited to see those big wars. Moeria. Oh, come on, how do you pronounce these places? Northern India. They seem to be... They've lost some land, but I think overall, troop-wise, they are going to win this war. Yeah, they're at war with a lot of different small factions, and yeah, a lot of small factions put together. If they put a big army together, then they can be quite dangerous, but I think they should. I think they should be able to win this. Once these smaller factions here, once their armies separate, they get to pick them off one at a time. That's when Northern India should be able to win. Etrusca has got to be careful, because Rome's just continuing to expand and getting richer and richer as time goes on. But Etrusca, they're not expanding anywhere. Etrusca need to strike now, or within this year, because if they don't, then Rome's just going to get stronger and stronger. Strike now, attack Rome with all of their armies. These are of course mercenaries, so these are probably not going to get involved in the fight, I don't think, unless Rome can recruit them. I've explained the mercenary mechanic kind of before, I think. It's a weird mechanic though, yeah, come in here, take all these settlements here, and Rome's occupied down here with the war. That's how we destroy Rome. You've got to get them fighting on two fronts. But if Etrusca doesn't do that now, then it's going to be too late for them. Just my guess. Maybe they'll win the war one-on-one against Rome, but I personally doubt that they will. I think Rome's going to just melt them. Just walk all over their land. And that's only becoming more and more likely as time goes on, because Rome's just getting bigger and stronger. Etrusca needs to strike now. We got some very tiny walls up here. Not really worth much of a mention, I don't think. But yeah, they're happening. Once larger nations start forming in Iberia, France, Britain, up here, then I'll start commentating on them. But when it's just small nations taking small nations, it's not much. Oh, they're getting close to Rome itself. I'm sure the Roman armies will destroy them before they're able to take it, but they're at least trying. Okay, Etrusca, this right now is the weakest Rome's ever going to be, I think. Maybe it's the time to strike now, perhaps? Like, they've got the troops to do it. If they struck now, with Rome already being at a war, We could do it, I think. Who's this? Ah, yeah, because of course, Rome, they actually own a few factions over here, and this faction here, Pompey, as vassals. So, yeah, it's not just Rome, it's Rome and vassals. Ooh, is a Roman army about to get defeated? They should be able to. They don't have the numbers, they don't have the morale. They're trying to bring in the reinforcements, and yeah, Rome got defeated in a battle. Wow. And one of their vassals as well. Yeah, that's one of their vassals there, that blue one. This blue one, this red one, this yellow one, and this white one are vassals. No, that's not a vassal, I don't think. Nah. Right, what's this coming down? That's completely separate war altogether, yeah. Sparta is still at war, and the city of Sparta itself is under siege, but they don't have the troops to really do anything, so they're not making any progress there, and they're about to lose a battle, which is going to be quite bad for them. I doubt their manpower's high at this point, because they've kept having to replenish their own troops after all these defeats. I'm guessing their manpower is on 0 right now, and yeah, they're probably going to get stack wiped soon. Is this Macedon coming in? No, that's Thrace. That war with Thrace as well now? Oh, come on, Sparta. Sparta. Oh, they've always been at war with Thrace, but because they're allied with Macedon. But still, I feel sorry for Sparta. They've lost, of course, the siege of Argos. Someone must have reclaimed that. They're going to lose now. Yeah, they're going to lose all the land eventually. Phrygia here, they did manage to take this settlement, so they've got another foothold in Greece. How are they looking in diplomacy? Yeah, these great Middle East powers here, they're currently at peace. Like Macedon, Phrygia, Seleucid Empire, and Egypt. These are massive empires that broke off when Alexander the Great fell, and they're like split between his captains or something, his generals, whatever you call them. And yeah, I'm just waiting for these to go to war, because they're bound to go to war at one point. They just, of course, we're taking out a few smaller provinces first, but yeah, this front here is about to get really brutal eventually. In northern India is still at war. It seems like a long war. Yeah, it's been going on for a while. But you know, if they win, it's quite a lot of land they could possibly annex out of this. And Rome won their war. They annexed a lot of territory in southern Italy. Where are they going to go next? Are they going to continue heading south, or will they ever go north to take Etrusca? Right now, they only have 14,000 troops, plus the vassals. Maybe it adds on to more like 30,000 troops. But Etrusca, I think they outnumber the Romans right now. So they could still strike. If they struck now, they could still win. But they should have done it earlier. And now Rome's just going to build stronger and stronger over time, and eventually the Etruscans are going to fall, and then eventually Carthage and the rest of the world. Maybe if Carthage and Etrusca could get some sort of a deal going on, maybe strike Rome now, that would be interesting. Like, knock Rome out of it this early on. You can clearly see by all the troop movements that there's a lot of wars going on in Gaul. A lot of wars. Of course, I'm not going to commentate on all of them, but you know that this is a sign that eventually some big powers will start to rise up here, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe they'll all just destroy each of them and Rome will sweep up and clean out the rest, but you know, if they can actually form one massive power very early on, then they might actually be able to challenge Rome, but you know, divided, they don't stand a chance. Ah, finally, Sparta has signed peace with Macedon. Is Sparta still alive? Yes, so Sparta is still alive with 2 settlements. And that's it. They're not a vassal to anyone or anything like that. No. No, they're fine. So Sparta lives on with 2 settlements. Separated from each other by a mountain. By some mountains. They're not going to be able to really expand anywhere, I don't think. Expand this way, you're at war with Macedon. Expand this way, you're at war with Phrygia. The other way to expand might be this way, but maybe they could actually expand this way, start taking some of these territories, but yeah, they're not in a place to be able to do that right now. I think this is the end of Sparta's campaign. Pontus is a very large faction. Well, reasonably large compared to the rest of the world. At war with some small minor factions, and that's it. Large faction at war with some minor factions. But they're losing. Most of their provinces have been besieged. They've got an army of about 20,000, but yeah, they seem to outnumber their enemies. And they've got the most land, but yeah, they've managed to like sneak around sort of thing and put a lot of Pontus's land under siege, which they're now having to retake. Just interesting. They could have lost the war there to some small powers. They had a lot of land put under siege, which was, yeah, I just thought I'll point it out. That's all. By the way, for those who are wondering, all these territories here, these are territories. These are colonisable territories. It doesn't work the same way as EU4, but you know they can colonise these lands. So it's going to be interesting to see which power is from this region here is going to be able to colonise the most amount of land, and they could actually build their own empire out of this. Same with all this land as well, all colonisable, all the way over here. This is the line where it ends. Like you can't get into this bit, but yeah, all of this is you can just walk in there. And I don't know exactly how it works exactly yet, but as I've never played as any of those factions, but you know, I'm sure the AI knows, and that's all what's important. And there's some land down here as well, which Carthage are all the way down here. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, but I don't know, of course. I'm assuming that, you know, it's very historically accurate. It's Paradox, of course, but I just didn't know they made it this far. I knew like they had Spain, this bit here. But I didn't know they made it all the way down to this bit. That's quite far, actually. Here we go. The war has finally started. I saw Roman troops moving. I knew, yeah, they're at war. So the Romans seem to be making a push. Of course, these units don't count here. These are mercenary units. Is there a way to take them off? Nah, I couldn't find a way to take them off. They were just confusing me, that's all. When you see 33,000 troops on the map, but no, it's just mercenaries who don't belong to anyone yet. It just confused me a little bit. But it's fine. So yeah, of course Rome taking some lands right now. The Etruscans have actually pulled back. Why are they fighting up here? Oh no, Etrusca, oh no. They're at war on 2 fronts. 2 separate wars. Also, I'm guessing like Etrusca tried to declare war up here, they brought troops up there, and then all of a sudden Rome, they saw their chance to strike. What I was saying Etrusca should have done to Rome, Rome did to Etrusca. Oh, that's sad to see. They're definitely not going to be able to hold out now. Rome is going to annex most of it. Now, what I'm hoping for is, because I'm not cheering for Rome, I don't want to see Rome win, because that's... I want to see Rome do well, but I want to... I don't know. I think we all know that Rome is going to win, so I kind of... If Rome loses, then it will make the series more interesting for me, and of course for viewers as well, so that's why I'm cheering against Rome. But of course I still want to see them do well, because it's Rome. What I'm saying is, if this faction here is able to put most of their land under siege, and they annex it, then Rome isn't able to get it. But it seems like Rome is having an easy walk, just taking most of this land here for free, and Etrusca is using all of their troops, killing the barbarians that are never going to have any impact in the game at all, so... all these Etruscan warriors here being wasted on barbarians. I should have invested them more into fighting the Romans, but oh well. Rest in peace, Etrusca. They're not gonna win. Bad timing, I guess, maybe. Or maybe strategic timing by Rome. I don't know exactly how it happened. Of course, we can't see everything, but rest in peace, Etrusca. Oh, here we go, here we go. Phrygia and Egypt are now at war. Yes, and these factions say, yeah, still at war as normal. This one's not gone for ages, I can imagine. Macedon, yeah, just checking some of these wars. Everyone seems mostly fine, so it's just Rome and Etrusca, that India stuff, and Phrygia and Egypt. Let's take a look at this. So this is the front line. I've got a very thin front line. It's like from EU4, it's the Ottomans versus the Mamluks, basically. Okay, so they have more troops on the front line. There's like 30,000, maybe 40,000 soldiers there. Where's the Egyptian army? So the Egyptian army is a little bit further back. They're trying to build up their morale a little bit. Phrygia seems to have landed here in an attempt to try and have a naval landing, but it seems like they lost the battle and now they're retreating back home. That could have worked out if they got a navy landing here, took some settlements, then yeah, that could have worked out for them. What's happening? No, they haven't hired mercenaries. There's like 21,000 Egyptians stood on top of those mercenaries. That's why it'd be nice if I could remove the mercenaries from the map, but yeah, Egypt should win that battle. We've got reinforcements coming in, but sadly they're still there. Maybe there is a way to do it, I don't know. Right, so we're trying to bring some more troops in. That first loss is quite a big loss. That's 7,000 troops out who are done, well, 10,000 troops I'm guessing, who are going to be out of it for a while. We're trying to regroup here at this choke point. The Egyptians, they outnumber them, but they might be able to get some reinforcements in. I'll check that front out soon. So far though, it seems like Phrygia is actually winning the war and they're taking the most amount of land. Etrusca, they've now brought some of their troops back home. Yeah, we've got like 10,000 troops here. The Romans have 5,000 plus their vassals, of course, so that's like, yeah, that's like 8,000 of vassals. Another 19,000 or something there. Yeah, I think Rome's vassals has more armies than Rome itself right now. Yeah, when I played my Rome campaign, I definitely relied on my vassals quite a bit. Probably a little bit too much at times. Right, so Roman vassals have this under siege, Romans vassals have this under siege, Etrusca is trying to bring some of their troops down. Actually, it seems like Rome is pulling off of the siege. I think there's going to be a battle between Rome and Etrusca. It looks like the Romans are trying to get out of there. They're now standing their ground. Etrusca is sending everything in. Okay, so here we go. We got Etrusca on the left, and it was Rome on the right, but Etrusca's dead, so they didn't have a morale or the numbers. Right, they're still bringing in some more troops, but again, Etrusca, 500 versus 21,000. They're not going to win that. They're throwing in all their troops. They're just wasting them. And now the Barbarians are striking as well. They're coming from the north. The Barbarians need to take as much land as they can possibly get, just to make sure that the Romans don't take it. "51,000 soldiers, a mixture of Romans and, of course, the vassals." Wow, that's... how can you stop that? And there we go. The map is covered in a second red, I guess. a second Rome. What am I saying? Rome's doing good. There, we'll move on. Let's see the Egyptian Phrygia war. I was trying to like mix it in with some Lord of the Rings, like the world's been covered in a second darkness sort of thing, but it didn't work. Right, Egypt has actually pushed them back, and we've got... I think Egypt outnumber them right now. Of course, we've got some territories over here to siege down. There's another 10,000 troops here to deal with. But right now I'll say the balance of power is in favour of Egypt, even though they've lost some land, even though some of their lands are being occupied. But they seem to be taking that back quite easily. Oh, they're about to lose a fort here. They need to put some troops together and stop them from taking this, as they don't want to lose that and have to siege that back again. 12,000 soldiers there. Okay, now Phaedra is pulling in some big numbers of soldiers. Now they might be able to do some good damage. Okay, we're about to see... Nope, no, they're pulling back. They don't like it. They've pulled off the siege. We're getting a little bit worried. Egypt has pushed on and put this settlement under siege. We're just trying to strategically move around. No one wants to really go into any battle, I don't think. There's another 10 or 15,000 troops up there that we could potentially bring in. Are they going to get caught here? I think they are. I think that this army is going to get... Yes, they're being caught. Egypt outnumber them 2-1, so they should be able to destroy that Phaedrian army. But they're being caught here as well. Right, so Egypt has one down here, and Egypt is going to lose here. They're winning so far, but reinforcements have come in, and reinforcements continue to come in, and yeah, bye-bye Egypt, they're going to lose. Although the morale is still holding. If the morale can hold a little bit longer and wait for these reinforcements, they might be able to turn this battle around. Right, they're about to move in their reinforcements. Can Egypt do it? Right, we've brought in some reinforcements, they're going to hold on for now. Those final 2,000 Egyptian troops just held it long enough. Another 7,000 in. Egypt have the morale. I think Egypt are going to win this. Oops. No, no. Where are we? Right here. He just threw me to the other side of the map. Yeah, Egypt, the numbers are balanced now. They should be able to win it. Phaedra's trying to bring in some more less desperate troops. Maybe not. Maybe they've decided not to. Oh, so much death. There's like 30,000 casualties on each side already. Okay, so... Egypt lost. Egypt lost that battle. And of course now they're pulling back. Oh, that's not good for Egypt. That's not good for them. Okay, so... I'm guessing now Egypt's going to pull back. Phaedra is going to put most of these settlements under siege. It comes down now to about, I'm guessing, manpower, like, who can replenish the most losses. Let's check the Etrusca situation. Yeah, I was like, oh, the signed peace. So, these are like 3 settlements here that Rome is not going to get their hands on, but they should be able to take the rest. Yeah, we've just outnumbered the Etruscans by so much. Rome's going to look big at the end of this episode. There's only like a couple of minutes left, I think. Yeah, I just wait until Rome wins this war and then... The final Etruscan settlements have been put under siege. So what have we seen in this episode? We've seen the rise of Rome, with, of course, India, Northern India and South India have been in a few wars. They're still going on right now, actually, those wars. And a massive war between Phaedra and Egypt has started, and it's been like... the balance of power has been tilting on either side for quite a while now, but I think Phaedra might win. There we go. Rome is looking very big all of a sudden. Very big. So they almost doubled the land there. And of course, these two are at war still as well. Yep. Seems like Egypt have organised some troops again. It seems like they've actually pushed Phaedra back by winning a battle. But anyway, this is where we're going to end it. So, hope you've enjoyed episode 1 of this AI-only campaign for Imperator Rome before it's even released. Please do subscribe to get notified of the rest of this series, or my Let's Plays, or my Total War stuff, whatever it is that you're interested in. And of course, please do share as well, as, you know, I'm trying to stay unique, but, you know, I'm not one of the big... I'm not one of the bigger YouTubers, so it is of course difficult to get reviews on the Let's Plays, so I try and stay unique, but no YouTuber can actually grow to any size without help from others. So please do share my videos, as that does help me out, like if you know anyone who would be interested in stuff. But apart from that, I hope you've enjoyed. Hope to see you in part 2, where we should see the end of this war between Egypt and Phaedra, and what whatever the situation in India will end up being. Yeah, we should see the end of that in next episode. And of course, hopefully Rome will expand a little bit more, but not too much. I don't let's even get too strong. We're gonna win. maybe not, but my guess right now is on Rome. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed, hope to see you in the next one, and goodbye.